Good morning from KMVT.
Good morning, Southern Idaho. I'm Jacob Dizon. Here's a look at your digital news update. We're learning more about how the Jerome School District is planning on implementing new changes to student transportation. On Friday, Superintendent Brent Johnson stated in an email to parents that they were taking extra time to implement changes to improve route times, resolve safety issues, and increase transportation efficiency. The district plans to email out new routes, pickup and drop-off times and locations on Thursday, and they plan to implement the routes on September 15th. The full email from the district can be found on our website, kmvt.com. A deputy-involved shooting happened on US 30 south of Bliss on Friday around 2 p.m., according to Idaho State Police Trooper Chris Anderson. Gooding County Sheriff's deputies responded to a call that a vehicle was stuck on the side of the road. When deputies approached the vehicle, the driver pulled out a gun, and in response, the deputies fired their weapons. The driver died at the scene. US 30 was closed for hours while law enforcement worked the scene. The Critical Incident Task Force is in charge of this investigation. The school year is in full gear, and while it's not cold and flu season, parents and students will want to take their precautions. Healthcare workers at Physicians Immediate Care Center report it's been a slow start to the school year in regard to illnesses. Last year they had more cases of cold, but that's not the case this year. Now, according to physician assistant Jonathan Petard, they're seeing more children and adults coming in with strep throat.
It just kind of depends upon what the kids are sharing, or if there is like maybe a pocket of infection that kind of spreads to a classroom or something like that. But you typically will see strep when kids aren't washing their hands good enough, or they're sharing maybe a thing of milk at lunchtime or something like that.
The staff is currently only seeing 1 to 2 cases a day. Mary Alice Park on Main held a party for the 19th anniversary of the park's opening on Saturday. People gathered at the park where live music and refreshments were provided. Then people hopped on mic and talked about memories of the park and the park's designer, Art Hogue. He originally bought the property to make a community woodworking shop, but eventually turned his idea into a park for the public.
Yeah, I had a gentleman come in suit and tie, and he walked around the park, and when he's getting ready to leave, he says, "This place will just take the meanness right out of you." And I thought that was really a nice compliment for the park.
You can find the park on Main Avenue in Twin Falls. There you'll find trains and a quarter-mile path within the park's perimeter. The fall season is almost here, which means seasonal activities are just around the corner, including at Tubbsbury Farm. In 2 weeks, Tubbsbury Farm will be opening their doors for the season, including pumpkin patches, a straw maze, and other fun activities. They've been preparing the ground since March, building new equipment, including expanding their apple cannon range, and are now laying down the straw for the maze. However, they recently added a new addition to their hay rides to make them more accessible.
We have 2 beautiful new hay rides, and they are wheelchair accessible, which we're super excited to make it easier for some of our guests to be able to enjoy that.
The farm officially opens on September 19th and will run through November 1st. Now let's check in with meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli for a look at your weather.
And good morning, everybody. We will have temperatures on their way up as we go through the day today. It's our last day with dry conditions, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies into the upper 70s into the Wood River Valley and mid 80s into the northern Magic Valley. Wind north-northeast around 5 to 15. We'll keep those mid 80s into the Twin Falls County area and surrounding communities, 81 at Jackpot, and we'll stay into the low to mid 80s into the Mini-Cassia region. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies for today. Here's the extended forecast into the Wood River Valley. Chances for some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, partly to mostly cloudy for your Tuesday and Wednesday into the lower 70s for highs. Mid 60s is all we do on Thursday and Friday, but more sunshine over the weekend, but staying into the mid to upper 60s. Into the Magic Valley, partly cloudy tomorrow, mainly dry, a high of 76. More storm chances Wednesday through Friday with lower 70s and mid 70s with more sunshine over the weekend.
That was a look at your digital news update. We'll be back with more of your local news today at noon. Until then, you can also send us story ideas by sending an email to news@kmvt.com.